Countdown to Top 10 Scariest Paranormal Experiences Ever Recorded. Real accounts of terrifying encounters caught on tape. For centuries, humans have been fascinated and terrified by the possibility of the supernatural. Ghosts, poltergeists, shadow figures, and mysterious voices have been the source of countless stories and urban legends. But what happens when these chilling phenomena are captured on tape? These aren't just campfire stories but documented cases where the paranormal leaves behind evidence. Buckle up as we count down the top 10 scariest paranormal experiences ever recorded, real encounters that defy explanation. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with all our latest content, so you never miss out on exciting new videos we release regularly. Just hit the bell icon to get notified instantly whenever we post something new, ensuring you're always in the loop with fresh and engaging content that matches your interests. #10. The Enfield Poltergeist. One of the most famous paranormal cases in history, the Enfield Poltergeist, occurred in the late 1970s in a suburban home in Enfield, London. Peggy Hodgson, a single mother of 4, began reporting strange occurrences like furniture moving on its own, knocking sounds, and eerie voices. The most disturbing incidents, however, centered around her daughter Janet. She was seemingly possessed, speaking in a deep, gravelly voice and levitating above her bed. The chilling part: some of these events were recorded. British paranormal investigators captured audio and video evidence of the furniture moving and Janet's strange voice, sparking international interest. The case remains controversial, but the eerie recordings have left even skeptics questioning the reality of the unseen. #9. The Black-Eyed Kids Phenomenon. In the late 1990s, reports began surfacing of encounters with children who had unnerving black eyes, not just dark eyes, but entirely black. The Black-Eyed Kids have since become a phenomenon, with numerous terrifying encounters reported. The children are described as appearing at people's homes or cars, asking to be let inside, often showing an eerie calm and emotionless demeanor. One of the most infamous incidents was recorded on a police body cam in Vermont in 2002. An officer responding to a call about a group of kids acting strangely captured footage of the children on his dash cam, standing motionless and staring into the camera. What followed was a series of unexplained technical failures, strange voices, and bizarre behavior that left investigators baffled. The footage remains one of the most compelling pieces of evidence of this terrifying paranormal phenomenon. #8. The Ghost of Eastern State Penitentiary. Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia is one of America's oldest and most haunted prisons. Built in 1829, it housed some of the country's most dangerous criminals and was notorious for its brutal conditions. Over the years, countless reports of apparitions, shadow figures, and eerie sounds have been made by visitors and staff alike. One of the most chilling pieces of evidence comes from a team of paranormal investigators who visited the prison in the early 2000s. They captured footage of what appears to be a shadowy figure darting down a hallway before disappearing into thin air. The figure seems to move with unnatural speed, and despite multiple attempts to debunk the video, no one has been able to provide a concrete explanation. #7. The Silent Ghost of the Queen Mary. The Queen Mary, a retired ocean liner docked in Long Beach, California, is said to be one of the most haunted ships in the world. During its time at sea, the ship carried thousands of passengers across the Atlantic, but it also has a dark history, including numerous deaths and tragic accidents. Many visitors report seeing the ghost of a young girl named Jackie, who drowned in the ship's pool. In 1991, a team of paranormal researchers captured an eerie audio recording of a young girl giggling and responding to questions. Even though no one was physically present, the audio has been analyzed countless times, and experts cannot find a natural explanation. The chilling voices caught on tape continue to haunt anyone who dares to listen. #6. The Bell Witch Haunting. The Bell Witch Haunting, which took place in the early 1800s in Tennessee, is one of the most documented and terrifying paranormal events in American history. The Bell family was tormented for years by a malevolent spirit known as the Bell Witch, who was said to appear in the form of a disembodied voice, throw objects, and physically assault family members. The most frightening evidence of the Bell Witch's existence comes from a 1960s documentary where descendants of the Bell family recorded strange voices on tape while visiting the property. The voices, which clearly state threatening messages, were analyzed by audio experts and found to be unexplainable. To this day, the Bell Witch's voice remains one of the most convincing pieces of paranormal evidence ever captured. Number 5. The Amityville Horror. The Amityville Horror is one of the most famous and controversial paranormal cases in the world. After the brutal murders of 6 members of the defies family in 1974, the Lutz family moved into the house on Ocean Avenue in Amityville, New York, only to flee 28 days later, claiming a malevolent presence haunted the home. The case inspired books, movies, and documentaries, but what makes it truly chilling is the evidence captured by paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. In one of their investigations, they captured a photograph of what appears to be a ghostly child standing in the hallway, even though no children were present during the investigation. The image has been scrutinized for decades, and no one has been able to definitively debunk it. 4. The Ghost of the Stanley Hotel. The Stanley Hotel in Colorado, famous for inspiring Stephen King's The Shining, has long been known for its paranormal activity. Guests and staff have reported seeing apparitions, hearing phantom music, and experiencing strange occurrences in rooms throughout the hotel. In 2016, a guest staying at the Stanley Hotel captured a chilling photo that appears to show the ghostly figure of a woman standing at the top of the hotel's grand staircase. The woman is wearing period clothing and seems to be semi-transparent. No one at the hotel could identify the figure, and experts who examined the photo could find no evidence of tampering. The image remains one of the most compelling pieces of ghostly evidence ever captured. 3. The Haunted Doll Annabelle. Before the Conjuring movie franchise made Annabelle famous, the real doll resided in the home of paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. Annabelle is a raggedy and doll said to be possessed by a malevolent spirit. The doll was responsible for terrifying paranormal activity, including scratches, levitations, and near-fatal accidents. In one of the Warrens' investigations, a video recording shows the doll mysteriously moving on its own, shifting its position without anyone touching it. The footage is subtle, but the fact that it was captured in real time during a paranormal investigation lends credence to the terrifying claims surrounding Annabelle. The doll is now locked in a protective case at the Warrens Occult Museum, where it continues to scare visitors. 2. The Sallie House Poltergeist. The Sallie House in Atchison, Kansas, is one of the most violent poltergeist cases ever recorded. The house is believed to be haunted by a young girl named Sally, who died during a botched operation in the late 1800s. However, the haunting took a dark turn when the family living there in the 1990s began experiencing aggressive physical attacks from an unseen force. During a paranormal investigation in the home, video and audio equipment captured shocking evidence of the haunting. Doors slammed shut on their own, strange voices were heard, and investigators experienced sudden scratches and burns. The most terrifying footage shows objects flying across the room without explanation. To this day, the Sallie House remains one of the most haunted locations in the world, and the evidence captured there is truly terrifying. 1. The Exorcism of Anneliese Michel. The case of Anneliese Michel is one of the most disturbing paranormal events ever recorded. Anneliese, a young woman from Germany, underwent a series of exorcisms after claiming to be possessed by multiple demons. Over the course of her exorcisms, her condition worsened, and she exhibited horrifying symptoms, including speaking in multiple voices, performing inhuman feats of strength, and contorting her body in unnatural ways. What makes this case even more terrifying is the audio recordings made during her exorcisms. In the tapes, you can hear Anneliese speaking in guttural voices that seem to come from a source beyond her physical body. Despite the exorcisms, Anneliese died in 1976, and the case became the subject of legal battles and public debate. The recordings, however, remain some of the most chilling pieces of evidence of demonic possession ever captured. These 10 cases of paranormal encounters caught on tape challenge our understanding of the supernatural. From ghostly apparitions to demonic possessions, these real-life events remind us that the unknown is closer than we think. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, these terrifying encounters offer a glimpse into a world that defies explanation and continues to haunt those who dare to investigate. Will we ever fully understand the paranormal? Perhaps not. But as technology improves and more evidence is captured, one thing is certain: the line between the natural and supernatural is blurrier than ever. Stay curious, and remember, the next time you feel a chill in the air or hear a strange noise, it might just be the paranormal making itself known.
If you love diving into today's video, Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our growing community. Stay in the loop with our weekly uploads full of fascinating facts and mind-blowing trivia. Like, share, and spread the knowledge with your friends. Let's explore the world together.